Hello everyone, I'm Nigusti E-Ari Dharma Pattni from 5th group. We'll explain about the first part that is about definition of andragogy. What is andragogy? The term andragogy was first coined in 1833 by a German teacher named Alexander Knapp in an attempt to categorize and describe Plato's educational theory. However, this term is most closely related to Malcolm Knowles' theory in 1968. Malcolm Knowles is an educator who had a huge impact on the field of adult learning. Knowles recognizes that there are many differences in the way adults learn compared to children. His thought revolved around andragogy, which seeks to utilize the unique learning style and strength of adult learners. Etymologically, andragogy comes from the Latin words andros, which means adult, and agogos, which means to lead or serve. Knowles defined andragogy as the art and science of helping students to learn. The word students here refers to adult. We can say that andragogy is the science and art of helping adults to learn. Knowles emphasizes that adults are more independent and hope to be responsible for the decisions they make. In every adult learning program, it must accommodate about this fundamental aspect. The learning program will run smoothly if the learning process can run well, and the learning process only can occur well if the learning methods and technique involve the students in it. So I can say that self-involvement from adult learner is very important and is the key to success in adult learning. For the reason above, the educator should be able to help the students to first, defining the learning needs, formulate their learning goals, participate in taking responsibility for planning and compiling learning experiences, and next, participate in evaluating the process and result of learning activities. Thus, every educator must involve students as optimal as possible in the learning activities. Or I can say that it have to be based on student-centered learning. The procedure that need to be taken by educators as stated by Notes in 1968 are as follows. First, creating a conducive atmosphere to learning through collaboration in planning learning programs. The teacher have to be able to create a conducive and comfortable atmosphere to the learner. It's a really important because the atmosphere can help the learning process run well, and if the atmosphere is conducive and comfortable, the learner can be more concentrated on their learning activities. To make a conducive atmosphere before the learning activities, the educator or the teacher can make the rules that have been agreed. So later on in the learning activities, all the learner have to obey the rules that have been agreed. And to make a conducive situation or atmosphere between educators and also the learner have to respect each other. Next, finding learning needs. The teacher have to know what the learner needs. The teacher can do a discussion with the learner to help them know what their needs in the learning. Next, formulating objective and material suitable to meet learning needs. After an educator know about what learning needs, they have to set a goals and teaching material that's suitable to the learning needs. Before they set an objective and teaching material, they can do analyze and make a map of teaching material that's suitable to the learning needs, and they can use it in the learning activities. Next is carry out I'm sorry. Next is designing learning patterns in a number of learning experiences for students. Compared to the children, adult has more experience than the children. So, in the learning activities, the educator have to apply learning patterns that can relate to their past experience because in learning activities, adult will be more interested if a learning have a related to their life. And next, carry out learning activities using appropriate methods, technique, and means of learning. The teacher can use methods like a discussion or maybe a practicum to the learner, but all of them have to be focused on the competencies that students want to achieve, or all the activities in the learning have to be focused on what the students need or learning needs. Next is assessing learning activities and re-diagnosing learning needs for the further learning activities. After the learning activities, the teacher have to evaluate the learning activities that already carry out. It is effective or not. The teacher can do a test or maybe do a questionnaire to know about the learning activities that already carry out is suitable to the learning needs and can achieve the goals or not. If it's not, the teacher have to know what's the problem, maybe in methods of teaching or maybe in the learner itself. After the teacher know about the problem, the teacher have to set a learning patterns that more suitable with the learning needs. So the learning goals or objective of learning can be achieved. That's all about my part. Thank you so much for watching.